But still, incredible placing for his seed as well. For 72nd seed. Like
to make it just shy, I think, what's that, 17th, I think,
Yeah.
as a placement. That is insane.
At Battle Arena Melbourne, you'll take that, right? All right. Speaking of hot sets, they don't stop. Winners quarterfinals. Now, Jix continuing to cement their place as, you know, a staple in these situations.
For sure. No, I like for the longest time as well. You know, Jix has always been, you know, kind of just shy. I think they've been really, you know, outperforming themselves, you know, compared to their original seeds. But now they're kind of just a staple of not just top 8, but maybe even like, you know, top 4.
Yeah.
You know, winning up at Pismas, you know, coming top 3 at the Action as well. I mean, you know, the sets don't stop here between these two. But yeah, actually, likewise, I don't recall if these two actually played when both of them were down in Canberra. But I mean, this is the first time we've really seen Sriks, I think, performing on the stage since the Action for quite some time, at least to this caliber as well.
Yes.
Yeah, full-time worker. Said he was done with the game, but winners quarterfinals kind of says otherwise. He's actually yet to drop a game as far as I've seen. So I mean, look, maybe the previous rounds notwithstanding, but still, this is a scary Sriks to be going up against. It's a funnily polished Sriks for someone who isn't playing the game anymore.
Well, Jugongs has always said to me, like, you know, Shrika, once you start working, there'll be like 2 months of like, fine, we grind, we forget about the game. But then after a while, the light will start to fade and you'll be like, damn, I kind of really want to play the game again. So
we're thinking, we're back.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Credit
Okay.
where credit's due. But who knows? This is the roadblock round, right? This is where you get tested. And who knows? Maybe that game probably going to get dropped, potentially.
Yeah, and on the other side as well, like speaking of, the person to potentially take it has been Jix, who, at least for the last month or so, has been not just kind of grinding in, but actually living in Victoria. I think that they're still in that sort of honeymoon period where we can still call them a Queensland player, but I think, you know, they're going to be very much Victorian tried and true in the not-too-distant future. But what that's meant, though, is we've seen some really incredible performances, especially now that Steve's banned. They've completely focused entirely on Diddy Kong, and what a marvel this character has become. Man, I'm really excited to see just how far they can go today.
Absolutely. It's looking good so far. Untouched, this stock. Shrik's kind of on the back foot. Looking like a bit of a tricky matchup to navigate for Sephiroth, right? You got these big sword aerials. This monkey's just so quick.
Yeah.
Sneaks under your fair.
I mean, yeah.
Short enough so the back air doesn't really line up all too well, you know? Like, some characters, it's just like treading butter. And oh, that's perfect.
I was going to say, meanwhile, I think with such a tall character as Sephiroth, you know, even the potential risk of falling out of up smash is completely nullified. Every single one of those hits is going to connect on a guy of this guy's size.
Completely the inverse, right? I mean, Diddy Kong is heavier than Sephiroth. Like, God forbid. Like.
Yeah, they feed him different in the jungle. I don't know what's going on out there. Yeah, these bananas. I mean, he's got an infinite supply of them too, so I mean, I'm sure he's eaten at least a couple.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh my God, it's still going. Yeah, there you go. The win coming out at 40%. When you got that deficit, it does come out even sooner. But I mean, at that point, he kind of needs it to be able to make that comeback.
You feel terrible when that happens, right? It's kind of like getting Arsene beaten into you. It's like, oh, this shouldn't really be happening. But hey, that's a comeback mechanic.
Now, in these scramble situations, it really seems as though Jix has been the master of them, to be honest. Despite the fact that, for the longest time, you know, Sriks wow.
Still reach. Didn't even need the whole move to connect. Not even the startup, like the quickest move. Sephiroth was so big. Jeez. That scooped him anyway.
Yeah, the frame 4 up smash. Yeah, the fourth frame, we don't really need it. Just the other 2 hits will still do.
The next one.
Oh, Lord.
Return to sender.
But, oh yeah, again, so like you were saying earlier, the fact that Diddy Kong has that ability to low profile a lot of those landing aerials. We saw that in the replay there, just that forward air trying to come down and catch Jix on the approach. But the down tilt, he gets really low to the ground there. And the crouch from Diddy Kong 2 is just going to be quite a surprisingly difficult thing to manage. Yeah. Often, oh, okay, all right. Immediate swap to Roy. We go speed for speed.
I immediately like this already. I much prefer this. Speed for speed, pound for pound. Better aerials that kind of hit at that low angle as well. You've got that nice little arc sweet spot on the fair to kind of approach and land with. Where Sephiroth approaching, you know, you saw those nairs getting parried. No dice, right? With that frame 4 up smash. Going to be pretty tricky to box yourself out. But we got Roy and we got damage.
Oh, and we've also got Town and City too. Oh man, yeah. For whatever we can find here, yeah, okay. If any of these stray hits from Roy connect, they just seem to just hit so much harder on Town and City when stocks can be taken, lesser than 60%, with a decent read. And that's just in, pure footsies, right? That's not that. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, okay. There you go. Jeez Louise.
And all you
They're
really
dead.
need is one opportunity in that situation. In the corner.
Oh, okay. Once again, getting in there.
Sometimes the answer is not the corner again.
I think both of these players' abilities to just break zone with their respective characters, it cannot be understated.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Sephiroth was having quite a hard time getting in there. Roy does not have that shortage whatsoever.
Well, you saw before he just ran up and grabbed Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Like nothing. There was no threat, no nothing. That ground speed, man.
Oh,
nice
nice.
scramble. I like it. Up air, high ceiling. We're living. Fair though. Short sides.
Yeah, despite being a little monkey, he's kind of smelling blood in the water like a shark here. I don't know how he's keeping up with Sriks' speed, but once again,
my God.
just the quiet stuff here.
Oh,
that's all.
Oh, he saved his jump. He's a master.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess you gotta hold on to it when
2, 3. There was an air dodge in there, but it doesn't matter. You're getting scooped all the way in.
Yeah, so long as that last hit connects, that's all she wrote.
That's the way Roy likes it, man. Town and City.
Such a nice dash attack as well. Just the little extension there. If you go for that DI out, you can oftentimes get out. Whoa, okay, settle.
Jab down air. Wouldn't be the first Roy down air we've seen on stream. That was Connor yesterday.
Yeah. It feels definitely more like a master classic as well, but the jab to down air, if you can go from, getting stage control to just outright taking the stock, man, why not?
It feels way more dog. And like I know Connor has the dog. Sriks, it's precision, right? That's precision and speed. But who knows?
Yeah, look, Sriks' dog, purebred. That's a prize-winning dog right there. But it's a dog nonetheless.
No, it still is a dog.
Ooh.
All right, that trades. Corners. Yes.
Yep. Oh,
very, very optimal.
that's such a nice catch there of the overshoot too. Just trying to, I don't know, I guess catch Jix in a position where they maybe wanted to try and back up and just get a banana peel out. Because banana peel at this point, nowhere to be seen. Such a good neutral tool here. Let's see, get the pressure. Yeah, tried to back off there, but Sriks was so ready for that.
The stagger step from Sriks on the Roy is so good. You can tell how much proficiency he has on the ground as well, where he just dashes, stops, dashes again, as if to almost threaten a jump.
Totally, yeah.
Like, you can just stop, and then you're like, oh, he's going to go for a jump. And then he doesn't. He just walks right in there, jab, back air. Town and City. The way Roy likes Town and City, the way Roy likes stages is shot on the sides and high off the top. Just like my haircuts. So, I rate it.
I think, look, and honestly too, the speed at which Roy can move around does just mean that Sriks doesn't necessarily have to threaten buttons, right? I mean, the only button he needs to use is that left stick.
Yeah.
And I mean, just with the kill power that he possesses on every single one of his moves, you have no choice but to be worried at all times.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of respect that you have to give when he's kind of jabbing your shield, because it's slightly unsafe, but just safe enough to make you doubt things. It'll catch a lot of defensive panic options. Oh, yep. Doesn't go for the jab, just goes for a regular grab to tack on more damage. Still waiting for that optimal percent.
Yeah, Jix does still have that banana peel, but immediately
wow.
wastes it off the ledge there.
That was an uppercut jab as well. You should see that reached all the way up.
Yeah, I've never really seen a sword used like that. I mean, I'm not really an historian, but I don't know if anyone actually has ever used a sword like that.
Backhanded?
Yeah.
It's almost like a dagger, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Big dagger. But, I mean, look, hey, if it works, yeah, once again, overshoot, caught. Well done. Sriks is catching onto that very, very quickly. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
Oh! Grounded. Wow. Just knocking out that monkey flip.
Okay, yeah, Jix not really wanting to potentially sacrifice a stock for the sake of taking Sriks's. Still keeping up the pressure. Banana peel does get dropped. I think, from what I can tell, the banana peel out of hit stun as well kind of just gets dropped at random for the person holding it. So you can never really tell when it's going to happen, but I don't know. You got to roll with the punches there.
Okay,
Ooh.
yeah, drop down now from Sriks working wonders. I think Jix kind of sleeping at the wheel when it comes to that ledge. The ledge play and the ledge trapping. He comes in so fast. That's the problem. And you know if you're at 0, he's just going to take you, he's going to drag you to the other corner, you're going to be at 50, and you're going to be ledge trapped, and boo-hoo, you know.
I mean, we did say earlier as well, though, like Diddy Kong at least has the speed to be able to match it. So I think if they can kind of pressure that against Sriks, you know, pound for pound, they still have a chance to be able to get in. And yeah, here we go. We got quick buttons. We got banana peel as a stage control option. Let's see what we can actually make happen here. But no, once again, Sriks, so confident at the ledge, has actually turned it against Jix. Nice. Wow.
Execution.
Holy shit. That's so scary. Okay, all right. Jix answering back, though.
You can't crack this guy. You cannot crack this guy. Like, ready for everything. He seems... Who said he was out of practice?
Look, man, at least the pressure from Jix is still coming through, but I don't know if they're at least yet willing to commit that far off stage when they don't have the lead. Yeah. And I think that's going to come back to bite them because it seems like Shrek sure as hell is.
I think for them to kind of come back on this set, they've got to have an answer to drop down aerials from Shreks. Even just drop down empty, like empty movement. Oh, that not quite the biggest punish. Oh, it reset the situation, but no one was ready for it. Up smash will do it. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, Jix is lucky to be alive after that situation, so they have to do something with this right now.
It's a super unfamiliar situation, but you get another chance at life. This is really good. Up throw, back air. Get the character off stage. Okay. Oh, dash attack. Who would have thought?
I've seen dash attack come out maybe like 3 or 4 times, and they've all been used to like impeccable effect as well.
Jab back air, not quite.
It does scare me how, I guess, comfortable Sriks is to just threaten that area. Oh, they had that once again scouted out.
Oh, this is looking so much better for Jix. One off-stage situation. Yes, I love the throw.
On the platform. Oh, okay, not enough.
No, not real. Oh, was it supposed to be an up smash? Oh, my God.
Wow. Oh. That is a comeback if I've ever seen one. From the jaws of defeat, I don't know how Sriks missed that initial setup on the second stock, but I mean, Jix is lucky for it because they actually not only brought back the stock, but brought back the entire game.
Yeah, that was so good. That entire last stock just turned up for them.
So I'll have to check the bracket here as well, because if I'm not mistaken, that might have very well been it has been the first game that Sriks has actually dropped the entire tournament. So like you said, this is definitely getting to the pointy end of the bracket where, you know, paths will collide, and it's the cream of the crop against the cream of the other crop. Let's see how this is going to go.
All right, immediately off the bat, an offstage situation. Okay. Yes, covering all options with that banana at the ledge and then just monkey flipping in.
Wow, okay, the pressure still mounts. Yeah, this control of the banana peel seems to be so much more confident than it was in the last 2 games.
Sriks is running out of steam. He's getting outpaced. Speed is no more. Yes, that's the answer to the drop-down aerials.
Yeah, with banana peel in hand, it seems like really anything can be covered because you've got the ability to control not 1 but 2 different spaces.
Oh,
okay, yeah, bold stuff. I mean, it would have evened it up completely, but Jix is not going to give it to him again.
Oh. Another chunky tech chase situation. Yeah, starting to respect that option.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow, that's just a true thing. That's just easy guaranteed damage. Yeah, running into losing his patience a little bit. Feels he has to make up the lead, and they're just stuffing him out for it.
I mean,
how many down tilts do you want? 4?
Still doesn't take the stock as well. Maybe he could have gotten for a 4th.
Ooh. Oh, the stutter step.
Hang on a second. Yeah, now we're actually getting a bit of you know, Jix going for the overshoot here.
Oh, front Respro one's going crazy.
Oh man, people are howling out there. But I mean, meanwhile, this is just a clinical show here. Ooh. What an amazing string there. Okay, yeah, once again, Jix opting to just make sure that they've got that item of control here. If they want to try and overcommit, they could potentially lose the stock here. But it sends them downwards?
They they held it long enough so that they would go off stage, and then the aerial grab just my god!
A little pivot, little sauce for the 3-stock too.
That's it.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
3-1. Jackson.
I mean, it seems like Sriks is. It seemed like, at least in that replay there, Sriks was going for the right options, but just not quite at the right time. I think they know what they need to do, but man, I don't know. It was a little too late there.
Fried bro, it just finished.